Okay, welcome back, guys, to the stream. This time to the second stage of the Polido tournament, Trofeo di Scalatore, one of the biggest events of the year here in PCM Italia. Here is your host Graffiti, also to one round. As we did in the first stage, we needed to stop a bit to solve some technical issues. So welcome back, Tuan.
Thank you for welcoming me back. But as I said earlier on, unfortunately, I'll be leaving as people will be trying to sleep here and I will not be able to commentate the full race. So I wish you luck and all the racers as well.
Thank you a lot. If you want to stay more with us for half of the stage, you can also do it. Don't worry. But if you need to go, it's fine also. We are going to try to find someone, or otherwise I will entertain this public myself, because they really need my good voice here welcoming the riders. They are actually saying that we are the best commentary duo, so we deserve our recognition for what's happening. So we accept Bitcoin and credit card also if you want to send us something. We accept it. We are not very we small prizes for what we are doing. So yeah, go for it. And we have a very interesting stage made by EMEA. Okay, goodbye, Tuan. If you want, you can leave. Don't worry.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night. Thank you. So we have a very interesting stage here. Saint-Giron Toulouse Ardiden was a custom stage made by our big president, EMEA Noventa. So we have Col des Arts, then we have Port de Bals, we have Périssaude, we have Col d'Aspin, we have Tourmalet and Luz Ardiden. This is a very, very hard stage. We have mountain, downhill, mountain, downhill, mountain, downhill. It's completely hard to recover any moment in to relax and to recover riders, and that's fundamental in this stage. So we can't spend too much in the first few kilometers. Good luck to every participant too. We'll add it on the chat. And we will see what happened. 2 accents taken. Port de Balais, Col de Périssaude, Col d'Aspin, Col de Tourmalet und Luz Ardiden. Okay, my French is terrible. I'm already doing a big effort to speak perfect English right here, and I'm completely failing to do it, but it's fine. It's what we are made of. So yeah, we will see what will happen in this PCM game. I know some of them are hearing the transmission right now. They are liking it, and if someone wants to join us, please go to PCM Italia chat, and I welcome someone to the transmission, because it's actually way more interesting to commentate when we have more than one person. So yeah, I'm trying to get some helper here to comment this with me. I hope someone can eventually join it. I will also comment the results of the 7th place final. We have a big win by Pierre. Pierre for 4004 won the first stage with Matteo Alvisi coming second and Aquarius coming third. And they have differences between riders, what's actually quite interesting. We go back to the final. As we start the final with a very interesting attack. Let me just stop my riders real quick so they don't intervene in the race. Is also points, and we have the attack by Gabi. Gabi feels that the 5th place of the last stage was not enough, and there goes Julian Alfaez with Fineto and Ramona Zavardauskas. Also Dennis putting Groenewegen in the breakaway, and that's very important to the intermediate sprint, because if Groenewegen gets there, he probably will take the points there, the 5 points that give the intermediate sprint of every race. Dennis also puts Kruijswijk there, George Bennett there, but the peloton is riding real quick, trying to get someone in the and breakaway, or closing the gap and completely destroying the breakaway. We see Davi with Moscon, Amador, Kwiatkowski now working. Davi always assume responsibilities. I think it's one important part of the player is that he's a very he has no fear of assuming responsibilities. We have a lot of players like Dennis, for example, that sometimes we think they are the favorite, but they don't assume favoritism and they just let others work for them. I think no one can criticize Davi on that. Davi always exposes himself to the wind. He always tries to do stuff to create an interesting stage for all of us, and I think that's very interesting. I think that's part of being the great player he is, actually. So the peloton is all together once again. Gabi is complaining about Davi working against the breakaway, so we can understand that. So yeah, I see the point of what they are doing, but unfortunately, Davi has his own strategy, and letting two important rivals going there on the breakaway was in their plans, and we fully understand it. So let me take just a look at the tweet real fast, just to see if there are any comments that ask for it. Who you support tonight is a good question by our host Emea. If you are here, please tell us who you support tonight. Who do you want to win this stage? I know the Frenchies are always supporting the Frenchies as usual, so I saw some support by other important players like Leo Falandri and for Gabi and for Hush, and we can understand that their community is very proud of being on this final with two riders, and they will try to do their best. I will also comment that in the last French national championships, we have very interesting results that completely changed what we thought about the French and how can they organize things, because sometimes we had doubts about their organization capabilities, but this tournament was a full success, and we are very proud that PCM Dumadi actually managed to organize it and to do this fantastic event. I think it's very important that these events happen. French, let me just take a look real quick at the results if I have it. I don't have it here, but I will search for them in. Yeah, it's here. Sorry. We have in the road classification. We have we have Leo Falandri as the winner. Hush finished second, and Gabi finished fourth. So we have second and fourth of the French championships here, ready to demonstrate that French players are actually one of the biggest communities and the best ones in this game. I think that's very important, and they are here representing themselves in this tournament with a lot of history, and that is really fundamental to the palmarès of every player. So as we approach Cold Hours, we have a breakaway with 15 members. So we have Davi here with three guys. We have Ghosty here with three guys. We have Davi also with three guys. We have Dennis with three guys, and we have the big dog with three guys. So there is only one person that is not here, Push, and he really needs to work to get himself there. It's amazing that he couldn't join this group. It's 2 minutes and 30 right now. Could really hurt him. And in the breakaway, we have only 75 mountain. Gabi has the 75. The big dog also. Dennis also. 75 also for Ghosty. and 75 for Dennis. So they are everyone is equal besides Hush that really needs to rejoin the group. And there goes Gabi with their mountain riders trying to rejoin the front group. Hush goes just in the back. Davi, Dennis, Ghosty, Hush, and the big dog are the others. So we have very, very interesting news on the front. I think Push has lost too much in this moment. I think he will not be able to recover it fully, at least the bars. Of course, he can still rejoin the front. I think he will. He's actually doing very strong with RVT to get in there, but bars will not be the same. He spent a lot, and in this stage we don't have a lot of time to recover your bars. Don't have a lot of time to recover bars. That's very, very fundamental. I think that's the most important thing today. I thank the president EMEA for doing this brilliant stage. It's actually very interesting to see. Very hard stage. There goes Davi, then is Ghosty and the big dog here. Davi lost a bit of time. I don't. I think he's just trying to maintain everyone in the group without losing unities or losing a lot of bars, and he's doing well. He just re-entered the group with only 1 kilometer go. 1 kilometer, and we hope to see some fight for this third category. And we have the big dog.
Quick attack by Andre Amador.
And Davi. I think Davi took the points. Not sure. Let me take just a real look. Yep, Davi got in the first and the third, while the big dog was second and fourth. They open a bit of space, but we don't think they are going too far. And then we have Gabi and group with Davi waiting with Moscon for the peloton, where he has only 2 riders, and now he is going to have 3. The stage goes in a very interesting way. I think we have now Davi has only 2 guys in the front. That's fundamental. That's critical. And I don't think he will try to assume more responsibility right now. The intermediate sprint, I remember you, that gives 5 points to the winner, 5 direct points in the final classification of the tournament. We have Dylan Groenewegen here. We have a very, very powerful sprinter that can take easily the points for Dennis. I think we will see Groenewegen without doubt getting all the points today. As we approach it, it's leisurely a climb. There goes Modolo for the attack for Ghosty, but Dennis is trying to close it with Krushvik. He has quite clear that this sprint is for Groenewegen. There goes Groenewegen, 1 kilometer to go. He easily surpasses Modolo, and I think will be an easy win for Dennis. There goes. 5 points for Dennis, 5 points for Dylan Groenewegen. Probably a good pickup for this stage. I don't know about the others, but for this stage, clearly it was a plus to have Groenewegen here to take these points. So, in the peloton behind, we have people closing it. Gabi and Hush worked enough to put themselves on the front, and Gabi will join the front with 6 riders. 6 riders, because he has already 2 on the front, and now 4 more are joining it. So behind, I don't see a lot of cooperation. I think Davi is probably working the most. I have to say that Davi has lost Moscon already. So Moscon is out of the race. Moscon, I would say. And Davi is cutting down the difference. He's attacking too. He knows he needs to go to the front group. He cannot walk for the others many longer. We have 13 kilometers to go, and they start. Port de Valais. Port de Valais. So Davi Ben Swift is dead. Bernal takes Carapaz to the front now. Erviti is also dead. And there we go. The big dog. Big attack. Going on the front.
Falling behind.
There goes Carboni with Zana and Benfato trying to close on Maestri, Covili, and Seni. While actually they dropped, the big dog dropped their riders, because on the front we have Gabi with 4 riders now. We have Fineto, we have Fernandez, we have Nakane and El Fares. Basically, the four top riders for the Mountain of Gabi are on the front, and we cannot say, and we have also Navardauska still here. We cannot say the same about anyone else. The big dog is with 6, but is a bit behind. Yeah, Gabi complains about the big dog bringing Xavi to the win because he is actually walking strong in the second group. But I understand that the big dog has a race to do, and his race depends on getting on that breakaway. He's not letting Davi work there. Dennis has only 3 riders. The big dog starts to drop, and Dennis and Ghosty and Hush are still on the back here with their leaders. So, back
This
to the
climb is feared
front
by many
real quick,
riders. The percentages
while
are very
Gabe
high.
is pushing hard, 40 seconds ahead of the group. Ghosty is just behind with 3 riders. Emea, please confirm me the 2 stages today, 2 stages tomorrow. Sorry, 2 stages today and 2 stages next week, and then 2 stages in the last week, because I'm not sure actually. Yeah, okay, thank you. It was just yeah, to today, to Monday, and to next Thursday. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. It was just for knowing that this is the last stage for today. Real quick, Gabi is walking quite strong, but Davi is coming to the group. There goes Davi with his his top 3 riders, I would say, top 3 riders, because Amador is completely off, trying to rejoin Gabi top 4 riders that are actually on the group. The question is, can what more can maintain Gabi in the 4 kilometers? Can he maintain the 75? Can I don't think Fineto will get it, but Fineto is out. But El Fares, Fernandez, and Nakane can probably get into the top. Kosti is there. Kwiatkowski is now working for Bernal at Carapaz, and maybe Davi can rejoin this group and join Vakoc and the Gabi riders, and we have a very interesting breakaway. And Dennis is now cutting the difference. Dennis very strong with Kruijswijk in the second position, Roglic, Dumoulin, and Bennett. And actually, he's going very strong for it. Kruijswijk is trying to pass Kruijswijk in this mountain climb, and he's probably going to manage to do it. It's amazing. No, it was just on the limit, but I think Kruijswijk will not get in there. Maybe can pass with Ghosty. We go quickly to the front with Gabi passing his 3 riders on the first 3 positions of this mountain. Exactly, and Alfares died just in the moment. Vakoc is also dead. But they can recover now in the downhill. While
As they
it's
go
very
over the
good
top, the
points here for
riders
Gabi.
breathe a sigh of relief
You
and
can
hope to
think it's a
recover a bit on the
special
way
category.
down.
It's 20, 14, 12 points for Gabi. Gabi did a lot of points in this mountain today. And we have Davi and the big dog, and then he's going just behind. Remember to follow PCM Italia on Twitch and all other social networks, so you can see the next 2 stages that will define the winner of this great tournament. It's very important that you can see it. Well, I want to say only that Ghosty entered with 4 units the group. It's a very surprising thing, I would say. It's amazing. He put the 4 guys there because he still has Vakoc. Oh no, Vakoc is also here. So yeah, it's normal. I thought it was the 5th guy. So yeah, no, it's 4. It's actually accurate. Hush has only 3, and then is has 4. The big dog 3, and Davi has 2. While Gabi says he's dead, but he has 1 minute and 40 advantage. This attack was really something that we were not expecting, and maybe it goes through. And maybe Gabi can win this stage and get a lot of points of this stage, based on the mountains, of course. So we have Danis with 4, the big dog with 3, Davi with 3, Hush with 3, and Ghosty with 4. Yep. So Ghosty and Dennis with a slight advantage here because the big dog just lost one man.
We're halfway to the finish line. The team
Gab
leaders
is
should be coming
trying
more and
with
more to the
Fineto
fore.
to re-enter the group, but is completely useless because he is not going to be able to help anymore. Davi now saves himself a bit, and there goes the big dog. The big dog, very very strong attack. It's amazing. It's amazing. It tries to break it. We can complain about a lot of stuff on the big dog, but certainly he was no rat today. He attacked, he showed himself in both stages, he's trying his hard, and maybe we can say that the big dog will do more points today than some others because he did in the last stage and probably will do in this stage too. If he is fighting for the mountain classification, it's very important that he attacks right now. But he should remember that stages are way more important than mountain classification. So we should see that. Ghosty is working hard with Dennis, Push, and Davi. Dennis still has four riders. I have to say that Dennis is playing very conservatively today, even if he actually won the intermediate sprint with Groenewegen. His leaders are being very conservative. Now Kruijswijk is out of the stage. Goodbye, Kruijswijk. But Rouge has only two riders. That's something that will hurt him. Valverde is no longer in this group. Rouge will
This
probably
climb
pay
features some
for it.
dreadful percentages.
We will wait and see as we go to the top to see Gabi crossing with two riders because Julian Elifares dropped some time ago. I didn't notice. Yeah, he's there. Julian Elifares. So we will see Gabi getting some points. More points. He's playing very hard in this stage for the mountain classification. Gabi says, "I will lose for sure. I'm dead, but I had fun." I think that's the most important thing of all the PCM games, that
This
you actually
downhill
have fun.
will allow the riders to recover from their earlier efforts.
Hule, it's me, Gifity, who casts. I'm the commentator, the host here. Hello for you too. We have in the chat Hule calls, the bronze medalist of the last French National Championships of the Road. Also a very good player that didn't participate it, but he could be here in if he would, because he certainly worth it. So back to the front with Nakani and Fernandez trying to open the gap. Dave is closing again on the back. Ghosty with three riders, Dennis with three riders, and the first rider that comes is Julian Alfares, who is basically out, and Kojik. So I don't think they will be able to re-enter the group, and we will see more or less a battle of these cyclists we see here. Clearly, Rouge is in disadvantage. I don't really know where is Valverde to help here. Dennis is complaining because he walked the all climb, and actually we saw Dennis walking during a lot of time, but that's also because he had more riders than the others, and in the moment they had equality of number in riders, Dennis stopped walking, and it's or at least worked the same as the others, and I think that's very relevant. So they ask Hush for relay. Poor Hush. Hush only has two riders, so I don't think he will relay a lot. Yeah. 2 minutes is Gabi advantage. It's not a lot. I would say the win is probably on the second group. So but Gabi summed a lot of points, and I think sacrificing the stage for the mountain classification could be worthy for Gabi, and he is certainly getting a lot of points, and more will he get if he gets into the last mountain, into Tourmalet with the two riders, or with at least one of them, and I think he will. I actually think he will. So is probably going to get a lot of points. Ghosty, the shot is full of lies, says Ghosty. we all know how PCM players are regarding their stats, their bars, their forms, and their and their real energies. We all know that
There we go. That's 2/3 of the
bluff
race
is a
behind
big
us.
part of PCM, and Gabi dedicates this great stack to Miro Ribera. I have to say hello also to Mir Ribera. I don't think he's watching us right now, but anyways, hello Mir Ribera. Miro is a very good Spanish young player that has surprised us in the last few months, learning how to play very quickly, and probably one of the stars of this game for the future. The big dog says he is the underdog, is actually accurate according to our predictions. So, so yeah, we have 1 minute 40. Dennis is working and saying GG Gabi. This bluff, my man. This bluff could work with younger players, but I think everyone is is experienced enough to know with two riders with 1 minute 40 is not enough to win the stage. It's not enough, Dennis. It's not enough. He's trying to bluff a bit, but Davi also now with two riders.
Percentages above 10%.
Yeah, HC would be terrible. I will lose my 80. Yeah, we also think so. But Gabi is getting a lot of points. I think Gabi will not last in the next mountain to Malay with the 80 mountain guy. I also don't think he will, but we'll never know. Gabi goes for 1-2, and the big dog for 2, 3. For 3, 4, and 5th. Yes. Good points for the big dog. Also fighting the mountain classification clearly. There are some players that
They're
are
over the top and heading down the other side at a fair
into the
lick.
fight
They'll
of
be able to get some
mountain.
strength back.
If I see the clean classification, let me take a look. Profile. Yeah, for example, Ghosty has no points in this last. He got 7th in this one, a 5th and a 6th in the other one. And no, it's not a 5th and a 6th. Sorry, I was wrong. He got no points here. So it's probably he got only the 7th here. He's AFC, and he got the 7th here, so he got barely points. I think Ghost is not playing for the mountain classification, but the others are trying at least, and the big dog is clearly trying it, and Gabi is also clearly trying it. Losing 75 was not good for Ghost. He says certainly his 75 rider is just here with George Banners. Dennis and Ghosty are paying their efforts, so is Davi. And the big dog is the one with 3 riders on the front. He was also the one that had 3 riders in the last stage, and it was nothing for him. So I hope in this stage, after 2 minutes of gap, you will already win, say Dennis. We have our doubts here. I personally have doubts about that, but we will see. It's 1 minute 40, and the big dog has a lot of work to do to catch the front. And so he has these 3 riders. I don't know how long will Kovili last, but probably is going to last at least the first 5 kilometers of the Tourmalet, what is actually great for the big dog. I won this stage with more than 3 minutes of gap on the last World Championship. It's true. We all remember Danny's big win at this exact stage in the last World Championships. If you don't saw this stage was a very interesting one. Take a look at it. Danny's long way attack. It's not very common on him, but he actually did it. So if you want to take a look on it, you can search for it on YouTube. Search for World Championships. It's a very, very interesting stage. While we have the big dog in a big attack, now Kovili completely off. But 1 minute 30 is the advantage of Gabi. They didn't manage to reduce it so much. So this is a win for Gabi. The big dog with Davi here. Golsky, Dennis, Hush, everyone looks more or less the same, but I would say Hush spent a bit more because he had no other rider. Maybe he's not so strong as the others. Davi now on the front is trying to reduce it. The big dog there with a very good act of fair play, asking sorry for the typical block of the rider that has no energy. Davi said no problem. Davi has a lot of fair play as a rider, so we have absolutely no problems here in the shot. And there goes Davi. The force of the experience, and Nakane is completely dead. Is completely dead. So we have 1 minute 20 to Fernandez, Delio Fernandez alone on the front, with Carapaz and Bernal going on the persecution. So there goes Davi. Very strong attack. He's trying to close it. It goes down to 1 minute. Can Delio Fernandez manage to get it there? Carapaz is dead. And we have Bernal going alone. 50 seconds he has to cut down on Delio Fernandez. Ghosty with two very strong Verwijk and the tier here trying to take Verwijk in the front, and goes Verwijk alone. It's time for Dennis also to shine. Dumoulin on Roglic. Roglic trying to close and there goes Roglic, and Mas is still there while Sana is still out. Now only the leaders. We have Fernandez, 20 seconds to Bernal, 15 seconds to Verwijk, and then 25 seconds to the group of Soler, Roglic, and Carboni. Bernal closes it on and Dennis is complaining because no one works for him. The big dog and Hush are only waiting on the wheel, while Davi waited for Ghosty, and now Ghosty has the second place in the race. They are pushing too strong, and Delio Fernandez has this 30-second advantage. This 30-second advantage could be clinched. Now it's Carboni on the front. They are all together. Gabi, strong Gabi, 30 seconds, and he goes for it, and he wins the mountain, while Carboni passes second, Dennis is third, and this is all they have. 30 seconds, they need to close that gap. They need really to close that gap. Will we have some collaboration or not? Let's see what people decide. A normal group relay, not this group, says Dennis. Certainly, this group has to find some kind of relaying effort, because otherwise Gabi has won, and he has only 30 seconds. Hosh is king of rats, says him. We have our president also insulting players. It's amazing. We all died. Come on, Will Sucker. This chat is even funnier than my commentary, I would say. So no one walks, and Gabi continues to open the gap. 40 seconds now. No one is really wondering. No one wants to walk. Davi pushes himself in the front, but no one is really trying. Nobody is really trying. And 45 seconds now. They were 30 seconds, man. 30 freaking seconds, and now it's 45. They are losing more time. 40. Now the big dog a bit.
The riders are entering the last 15 kilometers of the stage.
Gabi says I'm not full GG. He's trying to put some pressure behind.
And now we're into the final
he needs people not to collaborate, and that's exactly what the riders are doing right now. Not collaborating. Gabi stops. He knows he has no bars. It's actually true. He waits for it. Davi, Ghosty and Hush very strong, closing the gap down on Gabi. And there goes, Gabi's back onto the group. Has he more bars than the others? Has Gabi more bars than the others? We will see soon. Bernal now on the front. No one wants to collaborate, and there goes the big dog. There goes the big dog. Strong pace, strong rhythm. He goes for it. He tries it. At least the big dog, we can't complain about a lot of things on him, but he's trying. Today he's trying. He's doing his best. We are seeing it, the big dog, very offensive, the big dog. It's not how he usually plays,
10
to people
kilometers to
that
the finish
knows
line.
him. He's actually trying to give us some spectacle stages, and we are having it on the Trofeo di Scalatore as we approach Luzardi then. We are 10 kilometers to go. The big dog, 30-second advantage. This is amazing. We are seeing some very important moments in our PCM community history. As we can see, Davi going for it, Hush going for it. No one wants to attack. No one wants to commit same mistake Hush did in the last stage, attacking and losing it. Finishing 6th is not a plan. And there goes Davi. There goes the man with courage trying to close the gap. And he
This
easily
climb is
gets to
feared
the
by
big
many
dog.
riders. The
Hush
percentages
also
are very
joins the
high.
front. Ghosty, Dennis, Gabi are waiting, are trying to put the times in the moment they want. They close, but Davi goes for it. So strong, Bernal. 20 seconds, 20 seconds. Hush is trying. Gabi is asking Hush, oh, fais un truc. Or I don't know how saying that on French. Sorry guys, sorry all the French is on the chat. I cannot pronounce it correctly. I promise in the next World Championship I will be speaking French fluently.
We're into
No, I
the
can't
last
promise
5
that.
kilometers.
But we'll see Dennis. Dennis cutting it on Davi. There goes Dennis. There goes Hush. Ghosty, Gabi, the big dog, all trying to follow him. Davi knows they have they have not. He has not a lot of energy more than the others. 4 kilometers to go. 30 seconds. Will it be enough for Davi to win? Will it be enough? Hush waits. Hush knows he don't want to spend too much. He doesn't want to take everyone else in his wheel. And there goes Gabi. There goes Gabi for the spectacle. There goes. It's a show off by Gabi. He's trying it. He's trying it. But he stops. He knows it's not perfect. Go Dennis. Now Hush. Now Ghosty. But Davi advantage is 35 seconds now. It's only becoming bigger. 35 seconds with 2 kilometers to go. I don't think they will manage to recover it. 30 seconds. 25. Bernal knows he has not a time, but he's 1 kilometer to go. There goes 25 seconds to Davi. 22. Is Hush cutting it? Is Hush cutting it? No, I think they sprint. Davi has not a lot of bars. There goes Dennis.
And the
There
final
goes
sprint is
Dennis.
off. Who's going to be the first to the
It's
line
Dennis
today?
for the win. No, it's the big dog. No, it's Hush. And Hush wins. No, Roglic win.
The tailenders
Roglic
are
win.
still coming in.
Dennis won. Hush is second. And third for the big dog. It was literally so strange. So strange. Gabi is fourth. With the 5th place going for Vaike and Davi actually losing it to finish 6th. It was not a good. He tried to give us some show, but he failed it. Dennis was the smartest and he got the great sprint there. Hush trying to save, but it was not enough. And as Emir says, and well, it's the first time we see Davi taking a mistake in the calculation, and he clearly took it,
So
and he
it's
clearly
noses
paid for it.
downhill,
6th
which will
place for
allow the riders to
Davi.
catch
He's the
their
favorite,
breath.
but he dropped it today. So we cannot say it was a perfect day for these guys, but we will certainly have more fun in the next stages as we approach the final of this Trofeo di Scalatore. What will we see? No one knows. We only can say after today that everything was quite interesting, that we had a lot of fights, a lot of interesting fights, and that everyone is more or less at the same level, and we saw that everyone can win this tournament, and I think that's the most important thing we want to see in a final, to be honest. So, as the last riders approach the finish line, I will take a brief look at the mountain classification that really
This climb
matters,
features some
and
dreadful
then
percentage.
EMEA will post soon the results of these first two stages, so you can confirm it. I will just take a small look, but I think with this stage win, Dennis probably took an important result for himself in the Trofeo di Scalatore. In the mountain, however, I think Gabi was. I think no. I'm absolutely sure Gabi was the great for today. The great one, the one that took more points. Even if he didn't took a lot in the last stage, I think today he largely compensated it with a lot of points. The big dog clearly not happy with a lot of people not working. He tried. We have to recognize that. He tried it hard. So yeah, there goes my rivals, just to cross the finish line. And the EMEA is completely out of the stage. I won again the race of the commentators. So yeah, I hope you really enjoyed the stream. It was a pleasure to me and to Tuan to do it as usual. We will be back soon. Maybe not me, maybe other commentators that like more. Otherwise, you will just keep me around. And I hope you liked it. If you do, leave the like in TM Italia stream and follow them on Twitch. And please take a look at the next round on Monday. A masterclass is going on by the French monster, says Leo. Yes, sure. And very good attack, says Miro Ribera by the big dog. Yes, he tried this out. He couldn't get it. So thank you to all that followed this stage on the chat. Please be back the same as we can the next
Here are the
Monday,
race
so we
highlights
can
that
have
we've
fun
selected.
watching these fantastic players going after it. Just a brief look at the general classification of the mountain. Gabi took 56, 32, and 15 points. Was brilliant today. Gabi took a lot of points. Is probably going to is for sure going to lead the mountain classification in this moment and probably to the second day too. But we still need. The big dog also took the important points. He's second right now in the points in the mountain classification. But stage-wise, Dennis, Push, the big dog, Gabi, Ghosty, and David. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for this amazing stream, and see you soon in more PCM. Follow PCM Italia. Goodbye.